What's up, dudes? So we're back with another video, and today I'm going to be continuing my journey into the Imaginary Authors short story collection with two of their spring and summer fragrances. One is Sundrunk and one is Falling into the Sea. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright, my great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fragrance video. Thank you so much for joining me today. And again, we're going on a journey again through the Imaginary Authors short story collection with two of their fragrances this time, since I don't want to keep doing one and have it last a few months. I have a bunch of different fresh fragrances, and so in this video I'm going to be doing two of them. One is Sundrunk and the other one is Falling into the Sea. Again, in the short story collection for $38. They send you 8 different fragrances. I've already reviewed Whiff of Waffle Cone, Memoirs of a Trespasser, and a few others. But today I'm going to be doing 2 in 1 video. Both of them are freshies. And I'm going to start out with my favorite of the two, but I'm going to let you guys know if you missed the other videos. Each one of these fragrances has an imaginary note based on what it's about. And then also they have a little short story. I won't read you the full short stories. I'm just going to give you a little bit of the information, and then I'll let you know what I smell from them. I'm going to start out with the one that I like the better of the two, although I love both of these. The first one is going to be Falling into the Sea. And so this is based on an autobiography from someone called Nika Galas, and the book that she wrote was called Falling into the Sea. And it was a documentary about her journey in the Gulf of Naples, where she was picking and smelling lemon trees. She was on hot beaches with her feet, picking jasmine flowers as she cliff jumped with her friends and dreamt about guys. And so they made the fragrance based on that. And so with all of that information said, you can probably tell some of the notes that will be in here. And so I'm going to give you the notes that they tell you on Imaginary Authors website. So for Falling into the Sea, they are lemon, bergamot, grapefruit, lychee, tropical flowers, and the imaginary note of warm sand. So when you first spray on Imaginary Authors Falling into the Sea, I have to tell you it doesn't change too much outside of the first 15 minutes. So when you first spray it on, you're hit with those lemon trees or the lemon, and that mixes with the bergamot and the grapefruit, and you get this almost like a fruity citrus. You can definitely see the lemon as the main note there, and then you get some of the bergamot mixing in, and then you get that grapefruit and a little bit of lychee coming in to give it this nice fruity backbone. It's a fruity lemon. It smells really, really nice. There's almost a bit of aromatics in there as well. But soon enough, and like I said, within the first 15 minutes, that tropical flowers really comes in and plays a huge role in this fragrance to make it floral, yet tropical, unisex, yet still sweet. And the tropical flowers, from the jasmine, you can tell it's the jasmine, but there's a lot of other flowers going in, or floral notes going into it. It's not super floral. It feels more tropical than floral, but you do still notice that jasmine and the florals in there. Overall, this is a lemon jasmine fragrance. Again, you do get those fruity backbones, and as the lemon does start to dissipate, it becomes more of a fruity floral. Really nice fragrance, and one that you will definitely be able to get away with on the hot days, spring and summer. I would think this is more of a daytime fragrance. I get about 4 to 5 hours of longevity from this, with moderate projection for the first 2. If it is high heat, you do get a bit more projection, a bit above average. But Falling into the Sea is really nice. If you like lemon, if you like tropical notes, you should definitely try this out. The way the bergamot and the grapefruit and the lychee mix together with that lemon, and then those tropical floral notes come in, it really makes this fragrance stand apart from other ones in the line, especially for the spring and summer. So again, that's Falling into the Sea, one that you should definitely get your nose on. The next one is going to be the more unique of the two, and it smells really nice. It has the note of rhubarb, kind of like Lacoste L'Homme Intense. But the rhubarb in this feels a bit more natural. So as far as the short story is concerned, there is a story out there. It's about a girl named Clementine Cope from Montana, dreaming of warm beaches, boys, and the ocean, to where she makes this large trip from Montana to the ocean. And on that trip, she sees all these different things, she smells all these different things, and they don't have too much more information about it, but that's what it's based off of. And the main notes that you get from this Sundrunk are neroli, rhubarb, honeysuckle, rose water, orange zest, and first kiss is the made up note or the imaginary note. So when you first spray this on, the rhubarb is the main player for this fragrance from the opening to the dry down. You get a bit of neroli in there as well as a bit of this sugary sweetness in the background, but for the most part it is a rhubarb with a touch of florals in the background. That rhubarb is sweet, it's deep, it's nice, it's fresh, it's clean. I love it. Once you work your way into the dry down, it takes a little bit to get there. The main thing that I notice as far as a change is the rhubarb only dissipates a bit and you get this orange zest, or it's like a mandarin or clementine. Because her name's Clementine, I think it's more of a clementine. It comes in and it mixes with that rhubarb and you get this like orangey vibe mixed with the rhubarb, which really comes off really nice. It's really unique. And then again, you get that neroli in the background, providing this slight floral background, but not really. It is really good. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's clean. It's one that you definitely should get your nose on. If you do choose to do this collection, Sundrunk is an automatic favorite for me to add to the collection. But of the two, again, Falling Into the Sea is going to be my favorite. This is going to be a little bit more unique because of that rhubarb note that you don't see very often. But as far as everyday wear, Falling Into the Sea is going to be the better one. This lasts about 5 to 6 hours, so about an hour more than this one, but they both project about moderate. But yeah, thank you guys very much. Let me know in the comments below what you think of them. I'm definitely going to buy a full bottle of Falling Into the Sea. Sundrunk, I still need to get a few more wears on to decide that factor. But I would give Falling Into the Sea about an 8. I'd give this, at this point, about a 7.8 to an 8. Somewhere in there. They're very close to each other. And as far as the collection is concerned, Falling Into the Sea is probably my favorite that I've smelled so far. Except for, actually, I would say St. Julep. The minty vanilla one, that was really good as well. But yeah, thank you guys very much. I'm going to be wearing these as my scent of the day, so look out for those. And I'll be back with another one. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Smell you later.